Camping gear gets expensive ridiculously fast. One minute you're buying a flashlight, and suddenly you've spent hundreds of dollars on camping gadgets, cookware, expensive backpacks, and random accessories you barely even use outdoors. But honestly, you don't need an expensive setup to build a really solid camping bag. So in this video, I challenge myself to build the perfect camping backpack for under $75 using practical gear that's actually useful for camping trips, truck camping, fishing adventures, hiking, and off-grid travel. And surprisingly, this setup turned out way better than I expected. What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to Basecamp Frontier, where we cover the best outdoor tech, camping gear, overlanding equipment, and smart products that actually improve your adventures outdoors. Today, we're building a complete camping backpack setup for under $75 using real products you can actually buy right now. We're talking lighting gear, portable power, cooking equipment, waterproof storage, and camping essentials that genuinely make outdoor trips easier. And honestly, the goal here isn't to build the cheapest setup possible. It's to build a camping bag that actually feels practical, lightweight, organized, and useful outdoors. The first thing we obviously need is the backpack itself. For this build, I went with the Teton Oasis 18-liter backpack, which comes in at about $24.99. And honestly, this is one of the best value backpacks for simple camping trips, hiking, fishing, and outdoor travel because it gives you enough storage without becoming bulky or uncomfortable. One thing I really like about this bag is that it keeps things simple. You get enough space for camping essentials, extra clothing, food, and small gadgets without carrying around an oversized tactical backpack loaded with unnecessary features. And for budget camping setups, simplicity honestly matters more than fancy gear most of the time. At this point, our running total sits at $24.99. One of the most important things in any camping setup is lighting. And honestly, cheap lighting gear usually fails exactly when you need it outdoors. So for this setup, I added the GearLight LED Headlamp, which costs around $9.99. It's lightweight, compact, rechargeable, and incredibly useful during nighttime hikes, campsite setup, fishing trips, cooking outdoors, or emergency situations. Good lighting instantly makes camping feel safer and more comfortable overall. Then I added the AOTU portable charger for about $19.99 because once you start using your phone for GPS, weather tracking, photos, or emergency communication outdoors, battery life disappears surprisingly fast. And honestly, portable charging becomes one of those things you stop thinking about because it's simply always useful. After adding both of those items, our running total now sits at $54.97. Next, I wanted to add some basic cooking gear without making the bag overly heavy or complicated. So for this setup, I went with the AOTU portable camping stove, which costs around $11.99. And honestly, compact camping stoves like this are one of the best upgrades you can add to any outdoor setup because they make cooking outdoors dramatically easier. Whether it's boiling water for coffee, heating simple meals, or cooking during roadside stops, lightweight stoves like this instantly make camping feel more comfortable. One thing I've learned about camping setups is that convenience matters way more than people expect. The easier your setup is to manage, the more enjoyable outdoor trips become overall. That brings our running total to $66.96. And if you want to check out any of the gear featured in this camping backpack setup, I'll leave links to everything down in the description below with current pricing and specs. A lot of this gear goes on sale throughout the year, especially camping equipment, so it's always worth checking for updated deals before buying anything. Now let's finish the bag with one small item that honestly makes a much bigger difference outdoors than most people expect. The final item I added was the Freegrace Waterproof Dry Bag for around $7.99. And honestly, waterproof storage becomes incredibly valuable once weather conditions change unexpectedly outdoors. Keeping extra clothes, electronics, charging cables, food, and important gear dry instantly removes a lot of stress during camping trips, especially during rainy weather or off-grid travel. And small upgrades like this are exactly what make budget camping setups feel much more practical in real-world situations. After adding the dry bag, our final total for this entire camping backpack setup comes to $74.95. So somehow, We managed to build a complete camping backpack setup for under $75 without filling the bag with useless gear. So after building this entire camping backpack setup for under $75, was it actually worth it? Honestly, yes. And what surprised me most is how capable budget camping gear has become recently. You genuinely can build a practical outdoor setup without spending hundreds of dollars if you focus on gear that actually matters. The biggest strengths of this setup are portability, simplicity, versatility, and overall value. Obviously, this isn't some luxury overlanding setup loaded with expensive gadgets. But for beginner campers, fishing trips, hiking, truck camping, road trips, or basic outdoor adventures, this setup honestly covers almost everything most people realistically need. And honestly, that's probably the biggest lesson here. You really don't need expensive gear to enjoy being outdoors. If you enjoyed this video and want more camping gear reviews, outdoor tech, budget camping setups, and overlanding equipment, make sure to subscribe to Basecamp Frontier. And let me know down in the comments what camping essential you would add to this backpack setup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.